This week we're going to look at the state that over the last 20 years has averaged 2 earthquakes of magnitude 4 or larger each year, and that state is South Australia. The largest earthquake on record for South Australia was a magnitude 6.5, and that occurred in 1897 off Beachport. That earthquake was felt widely across neighbouring states and caused some damage and slumping of wet soils due to liquefaction. The second largest earthquake was only a few years later in 1902, a magnitude 6.0 at Waruka. Although we have records going back several hundred years, earthquake monitoring didn't really kick off in South Australia until the 1960s. The Sutton Earthquake Centre was operated by various government agencies until about 2017. Soon after this, the Seismology Research Centre took over the detailed data analysis of South Australian earthquakes, mainly focused on the Adelaide region, but also throughout the Flinders Ranges, where we can detect earthquakes down to about magnitude 0. We can also detect negative magnitude earthquakes in the region, and if you don't know how that works, I've got a video about that as well. If you want to learn some basic geology facts about the Flinders Ranges, you can check out this video on YouTube, which contains some excellent imagery.
Millions of years later, the sediments were folded into mountains, which have since eroded. However, the folded rocks remained and were uplifted to create the landscape as we see it today.
Join me again next week when I talk about the earthquake history in the next state on our plate.